in studio, we just happen to have the 4-time Grammy-winning, platinum-selling, and beautiful gospel duo, Mary Mary. Here they are.
Welcome.
Hey,
Hello.
welcome.
Hey there.
Thank you.
I'm going to buy all of their albums just because of your introduction.
No. They're so successful.
Right now.
Awesome intro.
You don't need to buy
That
their
was
albums. They're
amazing.
too successful already. 4 Grammys.
That's not true.
4.
We're spreading a message.
You want 5?
I want 5.
You're believing God for 5?
Absolutely.
Right.
You know, one of the guys on our teams always tells us, you're only as good as your last accomplishment. So, after that's done, if you've got something else that you're doing and there's nothing becoming of that, who cares about what was? So,
Yeah,
we'd like to continue to.
I get it every day. 4 Grammys.
61 has 10, so I have something to aspire to.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So,
I think Quincy Jones is like 27. So that makes my 4.
Quincy's got 27.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we gotta work harder.
So
we gotta work harder.
I was having a conversation with your sister, and I didn't want to scare her, but I have to admit,
Okay.
last week,
Yes.
are you ready for this? I was up to about 4:30 in the morning. I put my daughter to sleep, and I was watching the episodes to catch up to the new season. And my husband came and he interrupted me, and I was like, "You can't do this. You cannot interrupt me because I'm watching Mary right now." And there was a lot of drama. I'm feeling verklempt right now.
Wow, I'm gonna start bawling myself.
Wait, the new season. We just have to get to the new season. But just the last season, what I caught up, you wanting to set all this intense. Tell us a little about the new season.
Okay, before you do that, don't we have to tell our viewers that they have a reality show?
Yes, that's right.
They have a reality
show on Mary Mary.
On
right?
We.
On
We
We
TV.
And it's not
We
pronounced,
TV.
it's just spelled W-E.
WE, We TV,
We
Women's
TV.
Entertainment Television.
And how long
Thursday
have you
nights,
been
8
doing
p.m.,
this
9 Central.
reality show?
This is season 3.
Yeah, season 3.
So it's been 3 years, about 3 years.
Maybe
2.5 years.
a little less than that, but this is our 3rd season, and
The first 2 was about, us and our journey and being remarried and trying to balance family and having kids. And then, we're grown women with lives, and so we, scheduling issues. And so Tina's like, do your own thing. And I'm going, what the crap are you talking about? And so then I started doing my own thing, and that's where season 3 comes in.
Okay, so yeah, for the folks at home who don't know, I mean, how long have you been together as Mary Mary?
This is the 13th year of being Mary Mary.
13.
no, this is the 14th year.
This is last year was 13. This
Yeah,
is the
this is
14th year of being
2014, so
Mary
this is the
Mary.
14th
years.
6 albums, and we've been touring and.
Okay,
Wow.
and you are, how long have you been sisters?
For about.
I went to the sister store. I bought her about 5.
Yeah, right.
I bought her about 20
So you've been
years ago.
sisters
We've
for a
been
while.
sisters pretty much all our life. When my
Most of
mama
life.
brought me home, then I became her sister.
Okay.
That's how it worked out
All right.
for us.
We're 2 years apart. We've done everything together.
Everything.
Have you
All of our
always
friends
been
is-
2 years apart, be honest?
You know what? No, initially
No.
we were 4 years apart.
Okay.
And then we just decided that we wanted to do 2
losing
years
people. I
apart.
get
And
stupid.
so
Okay, so they're
let's talk about-
sisters.
yes, the
Gospel.
show.
Okay,
Yes,
now.
yeah, we're gonna talk about the show, right?
gonna talk about the
Mary
show.
Mary. So there was a lot of drama at the end of last year.
Yes.
You were feeling like you wanted to have a solo career, and your sister.
You know what?
You know what?
That's what I
But I have
picked
to tell
up.
you what it is. At the end of last year, I had just had a baby. Like
You
both
did.
of us had. She had a baby the first season. I had a baby the second season. We ended up having babies on the show. Yes, it's a Grammy baby, Grammy
Right.
record baby. That's kind of
That's usually the way it breaks
Yeah.
down for most people.
that's how it works
Yeah.
out, really. And so I was just having a baby. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. I'm dealing with postpartum, aftermath. I'm dealing with a baby waking up. I'm dealing with separation anxiety and all this kind of stuff. So we're arguing and fussing, probably because I'm hormonally imbalanced. And, it just gets tense and frustrating. And touring is a lot. People don't realize, like, all of the preparation going into it and the business of it, like the art of it and the spirit of doing this, because who we sing for, we sing about God, is great. And the spirit of it when you're on stage and the fun and the art of it is great. But the business behind it, making sure everything is taken care of, all the staff are in place, everybody's handling their elements, all of the numbers are right, everybody's completing things are administratively sound.
It's not all fun and
and
games.
It's not
also-
all fun and games, and it makes
so
you
she was burnt
stressed. And
out.
so we was bugging.
Yeah.
So you were bugging?
She was
Completely.
Can you
And
translate for me?
love
Because
that.
stressed out.
No, I knew that.
Bugging,
I know.
stressed out.
We're a lot
Losing it.
alike. We're a lot alike. Our birthdays are 2 days apart, but we're different. I probably could have been a hippie if I was born in the 60s, because I'm just really like, oh, it's okay. No, don't worry. Oh, everything will be fine.
You
And
don't
I'm
look
like,
like
no,
a
it's
hippie.
not going to be fine.
You're pretty buttoned up today. But
well.
So when it came to doing the work, she was like, well, you just go do something else, because you got a lot of energy and you want to do more. And initially I was like, no, we can both do more. And so things are coming and I'm trying to force her to do stuff that she doesn't want to do. So this was our solution.
Well, yeah, because there was a scene where you were just like, that's why I can't be with Mary.
on
Mary,
this.
I just need some space. And I was like, no, don't.
But you know what? We have not had a break in 13 years.
So a break is important.
We have never taken a break. We only take breaks to have a baby, and that's not a break.
That's not a break because
the
that's
last month of
work.
pregnancy and the first 6 weeks to 8 weeks, that's not a break.
We've worked up to 9 months.
So wait.
pregnant.
So I got to ask you a question here. Okay. So you're extremely busy being a celebrated, award-winning gospel duo. Okay. And then you decide, just to make this more complicated, why don't we have a reality show filming us while we're doing this, right? So
there's an answer to
somebody
that.
talked you into that.
No. You know what? We had several. We've had a couple of managers in our career, and with at least the manager before and our previous manager, they were talking about we should do this, and I was like, I'm not ever having cameras following me because first of all, I'm not all that politically correct, and really, I don't mind doing what I do out in the public, but out in the public, but outside of that, I'm very, very private. I don't like being a star. I don't like being
So that's,
famous.
that is my
Social
question,
media.
because when I
But-
see reality shows, I think, how can these people possibly allow cameras into their
But this
lives?
is the thing for us. So
We knew
many
it was an
people
opportunity
to
for us
show
to-
what Christians look like
Yes.
when you're not at church, because so many people refer to us as, normal music and, normal situations.
Right.
And I'm like, you guys really think Christian people are not normal? Like, you think that everything we do is like, hallelujah, when your child, hallelujah, when somebody crashes your car, hallelujah, you get fired from job, just hallelujah, Jesus. Like, they don't realize that there is a very normal aspect of who we are. Our source of strength is God. He's everything.
Yeah.
But we deal with the same natural things. So we wanted to be able to show people that think like your God is not accessible, or I have to be completely perfect, or I don't even deal with normal stuff. People have all these misconceptions, and so we decided we
This could
should
be an
let people
opportunity to
an
witness.
opportunity to be a witness
Yeah.
from just being mothers, from being sisters, from being wives, from being
Absolutely.
professionals. See what that looks like.
I've never
even-
heard it put that way.
Yeah, even for myself, being a new mom, being in the industry, when I saw the show, I never felt like it was fake. I really felt like this was one of the reality shows with celebrities who everything was just real. And like you said, I suffered also from severe postpartum. So when I saw you, not that I knew that it was postpartum, but I
didn't
saw
know
the
it was either.
struggle.
Yeah.
Would you be able to describe that moment of just putting your world out there and letting everyone see what the real Mary was like?
We're honest, and we always have been.
Yeah.
And we were raised to be that way. We weren't the Christian house that if things were bad, we just go, oh, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Even now with my children, if I'm not in a good space or a good place and something's wrong, and they ask me, how am I say, I'm not good, but I'll be all right. And so that's kind of how, that's the premise of how we've always, expressed ourselves, even musically. Like, we never pretend to have all the answers or always get it right. So
That's a
when we get
great
it
line,
wrong,
excuse me. I want to remember that. I'm not good, but I'll be all right.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we're not
You
given
always-
the opportunity, especially as Christians, to be like, no, I don't feel blessed today. I'm
Or
not feeling
sometimes we
holy
don't
today.
Take
Excuse
the
me.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Or take the
because
opportunity.
a lot of times we feel, and that's what I felt when we decided to do the show. I'm like, people think that we have to put on this persona of perfection, and the truth is that is not the reason why I hooked up with Jesus, is because he's perfect and I'm not.
Right.
And so to be able to show the world, it's not about how perfect I am and how great it's about knowing that this cross did everything for me, and every time I get it wrong, I'm going back.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
if that's showing, like, I'm getting into it with my sister, but we find a way to resolve. Or I'm
Redemption,
having
yes.
issues with my husband, but there's resolve. Or there's professional issues, but there's resolve. Like, it was important for us to show resolve because that's how we
Absolutely.
lived our life. Not perfect, but we always fix it. We always fix it.
So this season, we learn that your husband was unfaithful while you were on the road. How was that with the cameras and everyone watching?
Well, going back to when we started doing this, we committed to being honest. We committed to not having a scripted show. We made sure we was executive producers before we ever signed on the dotted line. We negotiated a good deal for ourselves.
Yes.
And so the edits had to go through us. So we knew that we were going to be telling our true story. And if that was the case, I wasn't going to try to script it, and we wasn't going to try to have a scripted, fake kind of thing. Because if you're trying to show people what it looks like to be a believer of Christ, good, bad,
you have
indifferent,
to show them the ups and the downs.
You
And
do.
also not to, we'll show this, but we won't show them that.
yeah, because that's not. And the reason why people think I got to be perfect, and they think that we don't deal with anything, and anything that we deal with it just goes away immediately, because some of us are representing like life is perfect, and so people think everything is perfect. You got all the money, you got all the perfect situations. There's never any stress in your life. And so when it came time to show this, first of all, I decided to talk about it because for me, I didn't want to be hostage to this secret. I didn't want to be hostage to shame. Like, what if somebody, I didn't want to be running around like, what if? Like, well, let's let everybody know about it.
Yeah.
Let's just go on and feel shamed and embarrassed, and let's get over it, because that's in true Tina nature. I'm not holding on to something for the rest of my life. I'm just not. Either I'm going, this is driving me crazy, I'm going to just fall out and die, or I'm going to live. And
what you said earlier, though, about the idea that, you want to try to forgive this, that's a big deal.
Yeah,
I did.
I didn't
Because
really,
most people, myself included, you just think like, I can't, I have biblical permission not to forgive it.
Absolutely, and that was my bottom line. I got biblical rights to get up out of here. I'm gone. That's the first thing that I thought, and I spazzed out for 7 days. I was very ungodly. I spazzed out because I was like, this is everything that I know to be my life. God, why did this happen to me? I was mad at God. I was mad at everybody. And I was just like, I'm going to do something crazy and I'm going to hurt the world because I'm hurting. And I felt like I was losing it. And I was like, if I don't forgive, I'm going to lose it. Because I was giving in to the pain and to the it was the most devastating. It hurt to have my eyes open. It hurt to just be alive, breathing every day. And I was like, if I don't let go of this, this is going to kill me. And either I'm going to die or I'm going to live.
But that's why I find it so powerful. And as we're talking, my hairs are standing. Because I can see and feel right now that there are women who are in that situation, who are in church, who, they tithe, they do all these things, and then, their husbands, fall short. And so to have women like yourselves to be that real is what people are yearning for.
Absolutely.
People are yearning for a real, the honesty.
Yeah, I think this has given total validity to the music that we've sang over the years. From the very first song, everything that could go wrong all went wrong at one time. So much pressure fell on me. I thought I was going to lose my mind. But Lord, I know you want to see if I will hold on through these trials. But I need you to lift this load because I can't take this no more. Take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. Whether it's that or can't give up now or in the morning you'll be all right.
Walking. I was listening
to
one
foot in front of the other.
Just walking. And I just remember listening to that song and feeling in my lifetime where I felt like I couldn't even get up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just the simple act of walking is so amazing to hear.
And sometimes it takes strength just to do that.
I
didn't really like that song.
Really?
Some songs Mary do, I'm like, what's the point of this song? What is the point of this song?
She didn't like our song Yesterday. She didn't like God and Me, which was probably
yesterday,
one of our
I was like, it
songs.
sounded like we're still in the cotton field, and didn't nobody tell y'all that we overcame? So I didn't really like Yesterday. And then God and Me.
Well, you see, you didn't know you were reaching women like that.
I don't know. Then God and Me, I was like, what is this song talking about? Fresh clothes and all that? We're not even these materialistic chicks. I don't want to talk about this, but the bottom line of the song is, whatever it is that I have, God has blessed me with it, and I stay on my knees praying before Him. That's why I'm blessed. And then we're walking. I was like, the last record we was running to get to God. Now we walking going slow. I'm confused. I just was frustrated. But when I went through this, it took a lot to put one foot in front of the other, because for many days I stayed locked up in my room. I tried to do the whole the forgiveness thing. My confession was, I'm going to forgive. I never knew what that process was going to look like. And the TV cameras got the process. I didn't even think out the whole, I'm going to forgive. I just knew if I don't, I'm lost. Because if I do whatever I do with a lot of passion, I'm gonna be all the way wrong,
or you're gonna be all
hard,
or
I'm going all the way to God. And so I realized going the other way, I was like, I don't like the way this feels. If I
it was
stay
the hardest
in this
thing to
place,
watch. It was the hardest thing to watch.
I want to ask you, I want to go back, because, it's so obvious that God is using you, in your music, in this show, and that obviously is important to you. It's why you decided to do the show. How did you get into singing together, and did you always want to do that? And did you think of it originally just as a career, or did you think that it was something that God would use?
Well, for me, I always knew that I wanted to sing. From the time I was 5 years old, I would dream about being on a stage with thousands of people listening to me. And in my church when I grew up, I always sang. I was the lead singer of our church. Tina could sing and didn't really want to.
No.
She had a group with her friend, and they led a song in the choir. And her friend's name was Erica. That Erica was not there. We happened to sing together, and when we did, it just worked really well together. And we was like, well, that was cool.
Wait,
and
it just happened, that there was an Erica missing, and you named Erica.
She didn't come to this particular choir event that we did, and so Erica sang the song with me that I sang with my best friend, Erica.
I think your whole career is designed to confuse people. They named Mary, and then I found out that they married people
With
whose
the
last
same
names just happen to be Campbell. That's
Yeah.
messed
The
up.
same last
No,
name.
that's
He said
so
that's messed up.
funny. It's like we got Mary, but your names
Yeah.
are not Mary.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
There was an Erica,
And it's-
but you know she was not there, and then the other Erica, and that's how your career got started.
Right.
That's how
And
God
it's
does
very
things.
amazing.
But I
That's
will
the
tell
way he
you,
does things.
our
It doesn't
career
make
was
sense.
absolutely positively orchestrated by God. I mean, Erica was in hair school. I was in makeup school. We were working in music, but we weren't like pursuing it like, I want to be a solo star. I want to be, we were
wanna
just
be this
working in
huge
music.
I just
star.
wanted to sing.
You just
I
wanted
just
to
wanted
sing.
to. There was one experience
Amazing.
in a choir rehearsal. I was singing and I closed my eyes and I imagined that everybody was gone and I was just singing to God. When I opened my eyes, the choir and everybody there had their hands up and they were worshiping God. And I said, I want to do that for the rest of my life. I want to affect people that way. It wasn't about red carpets or glam and glitz. It was
right.
about knowing that something that I said, sang, or did connected somebody to God. That is so humbling and so unbelievable every time it happens. So anytime we're on stage or whether I'm on stage by myself and you look at their faces and you're going, it's happening again. You used me again. It's just, it's amazing every single time.
Well, speaking about that, we know you are
I'm now
have
a
your
solo
album.
artist. I am.
How does that feel?
It is exciting.
What's the name of the album?
It's called Help.
Help.
Help, indicative of
So
what I
many
needed all through
And she is no
2013.
longer Mary. She is Erica Campbell,
Oh,
the solo artist.
I see. Does that make you
Stop
just?
it, okay?
Wait,
Does that
my
make
heart
you-
just
Stop
stopped.
it. No,
Please.
No, wait a minute.
My heart
Does that,
just
does that make you just Mary?
I'm just Tina.
Oh, you are.
Just Tina.
We don't have
Okay,
no
wait, no,
projects or
okay, let's
nothing.
clear it up.
Okay.
Mary is taking a break, not
Okay.
a breakup.
Okay.
Tina wanted space and time to just be herself.
Yes.
And I felt like I needed time to stand on my own 2 feet and find out who I was when I wasn't next to my sister. Because I'm a big sister. So I'm always kind of protective and, you know, well, we're going to do this. And so I needed to just be me. And I think as we do that, we are evolving into individuals that will make the group stronger when we come back together. But the music that I wrote and came up with during this time, that kind of had to be a soundtrack even for me, because while Tina was going through, we lost our father last year. We had changes in our management. It was just chaos all year long. And so every song that I wrote was something that was very strong. And on the cover, I have a tear coming down my face, but it's a lot of strength in my face because I was determined not to lose, not to fall apart, and not to break in that year. I'm trying to watch my sister and be strong for her. And as soon as I get off the phone, I'm crumbling and crying. And my husband's like, okay, I need you to pull it together just a little bit. This is my sister.
We have to finish the song. Can you take that emotion and put it in the
Right.
studio?
Right.
Thank you.
So, you know, just to be here and to have this album and, you know, to have her be my cheerleader, it's absolutely amazing.
And that says something because sometimes it's
That's
hard
not always
to.
the case.
It's not always the case.
It ain't hard for us,
to
and I'm gonna tell you
separate.
why. Thomasina and Eddie, that would be my mother and
And my
father,
mother.
ladies and gentlemen. They did not allow animosity between
No.
us.
When we were little, we couldn't say I hate you.
No.
And if we had an argument, she said you go hug your sister. We didn't hug each other for like years after
Because we
grew
didn't
up.
like hugging. It just always felt it was pressure because this is what we had to do.
But
So
now-
your
Whenever we
parents
got into it.
did not let
They
you fight.
did
Hold on a
not.
second. Hold on a second. Do you hear that? Everybody
First of
hear
all,
that?
my mother and father was no, well, let's talk to the kids, let's negotiate, let's
Yeah.
see what
Yeah,
they
no,
think.
they
They're like,
weren't.
I'm the
They
mother
were.
and father.
Oh.
I'm
I'll pay the
responsible
bills.
for you. If anything happens, the authorities are coming to me. It is my responsibility.
Right.
So I'm your opinion. And I'm your options. I'm your
Yes.
choices. I'm your questions
Yes,
and your
preach.
answers.
Yeah.
No, it was. And it wasn't
that's
like we were
great.
hostage and didn't get to have our own, identity. But our parents let us know, I am the adult, I'm the authority, and you are the child.
And how many of
we
you were
listen.
there? How many of you were there?
9.
9.
And my
Yes.
mom had a bleeding heart, so sometimes there were 13 because I had an aunt
That's like
who
zone defense. It becomes a
That's-
whole different thing. Now listen,
Your mother's
we
a
just
saint.
She's a saint.
You are a saint. I love you. I
we
don't
just
know
have,
even I love
we
you.
just have a couple of seconds. Okay, what is next?
Oh,
What is
this
next?
Season we're
Erica's
finished.
This season, yeah, we're in the middle of the Mary season. Erica's got her solo project. She was nominated for a Grammy for one song, so hopefully the whole record will get nominated
Next year.
I was literally composing a prayer, confessions that I was speaking to God
Right.
during this time that I told my lawyer about, and he was like, that's a book. So my personal conversation with God to overcome this horrific era of my life is now going to be available
Very
for people.
honest,
It is
very raw, very real.
And what's it called? What's the title?
I don't even know what the title is now.
So you're in the
because I'm
process of
trying-
writing the book
no,
right
no,
now?
No, I'm
Oh, no,
not
it's-
writing it because it wasn't anything that I was writing. It was something that I was composing daily to speak over myself, to pray for myself, to tell God
Every
my
time her
truth.
actions would
Wow.
contradict what God said about
Yeah,
her,
yeah. Then
she
we
would
would go
find
on.
the scriptures and write it down. And I'm going to quote this about myself. I know what I feel. I know what I think. I know I'm angry. I know I'm upset. But I'm going to say that I have the peace of God. I'm going to say that I'm better than this. and I'm going to
that
say
is
it
not
repeatedly
easy.
until it
wasn't.
changes.
That's
Because
not
I would
easy.
literally, I'd have to go find it. Like, you just did it again. You don't let the sun go down on your wrath. You got to I would literally have to tell myself, that's not who you are. That's not God is greater. God can do this. Tina, that's not who you are. So I would go be crazy, and I would tell myself, you're not crazy. You're this and you're this and you're this. God hasn't left you. He's right here. And so this thing kept growing. It was literally something that I read and took 3 minutes, and then it grew to 45 minutes to read, and now it's going to be available to other people because it literally was what sustained me.
So when can it be available?
This year, I don't know exactly
this year.
when, but this
You
year.
have
we
a
will be-
publisher? I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up.
Thank you.
He wrote like
Writer
this
to
major
writer.
biography.
Yes, exactly.
Ladies, this was so amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. I will be looking for the book. I will be downloading the album because
Yes.
I have to
you.
support.
Fantastic.
The show is amazing. I hope to see more of you, and we just truly thank you. Thank you
you.
so much,
Thank
and
you.
God bless.
Thank
Yes.
you.